Hey folks, welcome back to Curious Conundrums, your go-to spot for mind-bending tales that twist reality and spark those late-night what-ifs. If you're new, smash that subscribe and bell for more chills and thrills. Segment 1. Skunk Ape in Ocala, Florida. Reddit 2018. One of the more detailed 2018 posts came from on our Bigfoot titled My Possible Skunk Ape Encounter, 2018 in Ocala, Florida. Reddit. There was zero doubt in my mind when I saw it. It was a Bigfoot. Or down here they're typically titled skunk ape or wood boogers. Reddit. He said he had parked his truck on a forest path to consult his maps and paused to review terrain. Minutes later, up ahead, about 20 yards, something emerged. Not deer, not boar, something upright, long legs, swinging arms, no visible snout or ears. He noted the fur patterns, thicker on limbs and back, thinner or rubbed in patches on the torso. He says when a gunshot echoed, the creature merely paused, then strode off into the underbrush. When he went to inspect tracks, the ground was too hard, the brush too disturbed. No fur, no traces. Just a void where he'd looked directly moments before. He ended the post with scientific humility. He believed he saw something clear and uncanny, but acknowledged he had no repeatable proof. Rain, nightfall, and forest terrain erased his chances for follow-up. Reddit. This story spread widely within cryptid communities. Many praised the consistency, others flagged the possibility of suit hoaxes or misidentification. But for his part, the witness stuck to his experience. I saw something telling, that's all I have. Reddit. The time I encountered a dogman in Oregon. Reddit, 2018. Later on Our Paranormal, one post called The Time I Encountered a Dogman in the Oregon Woods describes a nightmarish chase. Reddit. He says he stumbled over roots, flashlight flickering, chasing darkness. He caught a glimpse of a black silhouette pushing forward. He scrambled away, but in his flight looked back and froze. It must have been 8 or 9 feet tall, covered in matted, jet-black fur, humanoid, with the head of a dog. It had lanky limbs, beady eyes, and a malnourished body. Reddit. He says the creature watched him for about 5 seconds, then dropped to all fours and darted into the forest with impossible speed. He claims it easily overtook him had it wanted to. What makes this account stick is how vivid it is. Not just a dark shape, but a beast that shifted between bipedal and quadrupedal posture, with dog-like facial features, staring eyes, and wild speed. The fear echoed through comments. Many said they'd be paralyzed in that moment. Reddit skeptics in the thread questioned whether it was a wolf with mange or a hallucination. Others pointed out the dogman's absence in historical folklore until modern times, implying this might be a modern myth in evolution. Yet the poster's tone remains adamant. He believes he saw something unworldly that night. My viral Bigfoot video. Reddit, approximately 2018. Another Reddit thread got heavy attention from our Bigfoot. My viral Bigfoot video. Reddit in comments, a user described going out with friends, being armed, seeing eyes glowing, or so it seemed, in the dark. So you were armed, had multiple people, and didn't think to get just a tad closer to get conclusive proof. Those eyes would have made me shit my pants. Reddit. The poster said they filmed something that left viewers split. Some say it was just a raccoon or a trick of light. Others swear the spacing, gaze, and motion were not random. They felt observed. The thread is filled with second guesses, bravado, and regret. We had an opportunity and froze. Some demanded he'd blown the chance to get definitive proof. Others defended him, saying, just capturing anything at night in the woods is an act of courage. Reddit. What lingers in that post isn't clarity, it's the dread and regret. Maybe I could have moved forward, but it looked back. Segment 2. The time I encountered a dogman in Oregon. Reddit, 2018. Later, on Our Paranormal, one post called, The Time I Encountered a Dogman in the Oregon Woods, describes a nightmarish chase. Reddit. He says he stumbled over roots, flashlight flickering, chasing darkness. He caught a glimpse of a black silhouette pushing forward. He scrambled away, but in his flight looked back and froze. It must have been 8 or 9 feet tall, covered in matted jet-black fur, humanoid with the head of a dog. It had lanky limbs, beady eyes, and a malnourished body. Reddit. He says the creature watched him for about 5 seconds, then dropped to all fours and darted into the forest with impossible speed. He claims it easily overtook him had it wanted to. What makes this account stick is how vivid it is. Not just a dark shape, but a beast that shifted between bipedal and quadrupedal posture with dog-like facial features, staring eyes, and wild speed. The fear echoed through comments. Many said they'd be paralyzed in that moment. Reddit skeptics in the thread questioned whether it was a wolf with mange or a hallucination. Others pointed out the Dogman's absence in historical folklore until modern times, implying this might be a modern myth in evolution. Yet the poster's tone remains adamant. He believes he saw something unworldly that night. Segment 3. My viral Bigfoot video. Reddit, approximately 2018. Another Reddit thread got heavy attention from our Bigfoot, my viral Bigfoot video. Reddit. In comments, a user described going out with friends, being armed, seeing eyes glowing or so it seemed in the dark. So you were armed, had multiple people, and didn't think to get just a tad closer to get conclusive proof. Those eyes would have made me shit my pants. Reddit. The poster said they filmed something that left viewers split. Some say it was just a raccoon or a trick of light. Others swear the spacing, gaze, and motion were not random, they felt observed. The thread is filled with second guesses, bravado, and regret. We had an opportunity and froze. Some demanded he'd blown the chance to get definitive proof. Others defended him, saying just capturing anything at night in the woods is an act of courage. Reddit. What lingers in that post isn't clarity, it's the dread and regret. Maybe I could have moved forward, but it looked back. These three accounts share something beyond strangeness. They all come from everyday people, hikers, hunters, drivers. None claim perfect footage, but each insists on what they saw. In Florida, a skunk ape walks away with detail. In Oregon, a beast with canine headstalks in the dark. In the viral video, eyes meet camera in panicked moment. They raise a question. What do you trust more, the certainty of nothing or the persistence of testimony? Skeptics say hoaxes, optical illusions, or suits explain nearly every story. Believers argue patterns repeat: posture, arm swing, behavior. As we move forward tonight, consider, if even one of these is true, the woods are deeper than we imagine.
Hunters from California were driving along a remote road, hundreds of kilometers from the nearest city. When they noticed a movement in the forest, they thought it was a bear and decided to take it on camera, but it turned out not to be a bear.
Whoa.
We see a tall, hairy figure moving confidently forward, its massive stride suggesting that the creature is quite heavy. The way it walks implies a certain strength and presence, making it clear that this is no ordinary animal. The creature seems unaware of being filmed, as it continues its path with purpose, perhaps heading towards something it is focused on. Its broad shoulders are particularly noticeable, fitting the typical descriptions of Bigfoot, a creature often depicted as having an imposing and muscular build. This lack of awareness about the presence of the camera further adds to the mystery. Could it be so accustomed to its environment that it doesn't perceive humans as a threat? Or is it simply so focused on its own mission that it ignores its surroundings? The way it moves and its physical features strongly align with the cryptid's characteristics, making this sighting intriguing and fueling speculation about its true nature. In 2008, a family was visiting Indiana Dunes State Park, located along the southern shore of Lake Michigan. Since the footage was captured in 2008, it's quite shaky and of low quality. However, after enhancing and stabilizing the footage, we can get a clearer view of the creature. While driving by, the family filmed what they believed to be a Sasquatch-like figure in the distance, and it seems their suspicion was correct.
I think I see something. Like, there's a grand. I see something moving back. Look a little farther. Like, it's all trees. I can't see what it is. Thought I saw something. Farther. Thought I saw something. But did you see it right there? There's something black. What is that? Did you see it? What? Did you see it, guys? What? Can you tell me that? See us. What is that? Can you see it, guys? It's barely. It's hidden. I lost it again. It's really hard. Where'd it go? It's walking at 2 feet. That was freaky. Get out of here. What is that?
At first, the creature is crouched down, but then it stands up and reveals itself. It starts walking across the clearing with an unusual gait. The daughter becomes visibly frightened and begins crying at the sight. What makes this clip particularly interesting is that it wasn't filmed by someone actively searching for Bigfoot. The family wasn't out looking for anything strange. They were simply recording a typical day outdoors. This element of surprise has led some researchers to take the footage more seriously than other staged monster videos. Skeptics, of course, argue that the figure could just be a person walking through the woods. However, believers point to its upright posture, broad build, and peculiar movement as signs that it might not be an ordinary person. Personally, I'm not sure. To me, it looks like it could be someone in a costume. Could this be a well-executed hoax to fool the internet? Regardless, there have been numerous similar sightings in the Indiana area. Even if this particular one is a hoax, it's hard to dismiss all the other reports from the region as fakes as well. What do you think? Friends in 2016 went to the local swamps in Florida, riding an ATV. They enjoyed their common hobby. They took pictures, and one of the pictures captured a strange thing. Let's take a look. The first image shows a blurry, shadowy figure among the foliage in the background. The creature seems to be hunched over or engaged in some sort of movement, possibly blending with its environment. It's positioned behind tall grass and shrubbery, which could explain some of the difficulty in making out clear details. The lack of sharp definition is a common issue with alleged Bigfoot sightings, likely due to the creature's ability to blend into the environment. Bigfoot sightings often occur in dense areas where visibility is limited, resulting in photographs with blurry, distant figures. Here, the outline appears bulky, and the shape seems humanoid, which aligns with common descriptions of Bigfoot as an ape-like, large creature. The second image further zooms into the area of the creature, offering a closer look. The outline of the figure remains indistinct, but the impression of a tall, broad-shouldered form emerges, with the figure standing upright in a position reminiscent of a bipedal creature. The figure seems to be walking or standing near the underbrush, appearing more prominent with the added context of the ATV in the foreground. The juxtaposition of the person on the ATV and the figure in the background lends credibility to the idea that this might be an entity that's observing or reacting to their presence. These photos were taken in a remote Florida swamp, a perfect environment for a creature like Bigfoot to remain hidden. The friends riding ATVs might have disturbed the creature, causing it to emerge or investigate, as seen in other sightings. The blurry motion in the images suggests that Bigfoot, if real, is highly aware of humans and adept at maintaining distance while staying close. While hiking in the northern United States, the couple decided to stop and set up a tent to rest, when suddenly they saw a dark figure on a hill.
We will secretly go to the store to shoot shoes. By the sides from the port down, puts to the term of his kitters all there. Before the mangy that cleave F. What he expects for a cons is on to the purpose of the same military. The still who work well, the street sellers. Maybe to have guards in there. They're going to wear this down.
A towering, shadowy figure emerges against the fading light, moving steadily across the crest of a distant hill. Its massive shoulders and elongated limbs stand out in sharp contrast against the sky, unmistakably distinct in form. The creature's upright stance and deliberate, measured gait bear an uncanny resemblance to that of a human. Yet its proportions suggest something far larger, far more imposing. The steady, purposeful stride gives the haunting impression of a potential Bigfoot, making its way across the rugged landscape, a silhouette etched in mystery against the horizon. An explorer and well-known researcher was in the woods with his camera, capturing what may be some of the clearest and most detailed footage of Bigfoot ever seen. He was in a location notorious for being a Bigfoot hotspot, spending time exploring and surveying the area. After a while, something among the fallen vegetation caught his attention.
Questo non è passage and money for the bicycle. But I feel that I worked on the beyond miss up the obviously. Camel of it. So they better aim. President, yeah, but you know, I was like, it was my country. Indeed, I didn't can be like, I did this, why should I miss? Did I wages toward the lawyers we danced because of the sheriff does.
and take it.
At first, he struggles to get the camera to focus, but eventually, it sharpens, giving us incredibly clear footage of the creature's face. It looks both gorilla-like and human-like at the same time. The video is so detailed that we can make out every feature, its pronounced forehead wrinkles, skin texture, blinking eyes, and large nose. Unlike gorillas, which have fur that starts low on their forehead, this creature's fur line is different, and its eyes have a distinctly human-like quality. The researcher is confident that this footage is 100% real and believes it truly captures the elusive Bigfoot. What do you all think about this footage? Let me know in the comments below.
Right there. Right. Fucking there. You see that right there?
This encounter was shared by a channel called Bigfoot King, and it follows a hike venturing deep into the forest. Right from the start, you can feel his unease, like he's expecting something to be watching him from within the dense trees.
Okay. Where are you? Straight up front. Straight up front. Fucking there. You see that right there?
Then, out in the distance, a massive black figure appears. It's covered in thick, dark fur and has an unmistakably humanoid shape. At first, the hiker thinks it might just be an oddly shaped tree trunk, but that illusion vanishes the moment the creature moves. You can even hear a branch snap as the camera begins to shake. Panic sets in immediately.
You see that right there? Right. Right. Hang on. Hang on.
Clearly rattled, the hiker fumbles to reposition himself, probably wishing he'd brought a better camera to capture what he's seeing. Even with his basic gear, he manages to catch another glimpse of it, its dark fur barely visible through the trees as it tries to conceal its massive frame. The tension is palpable. As a viewer, you can practically feel his heart pounding. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely got my attention. I'm not sure how I overlooked this photo. It first appeared online back in 2016, shared by a man named Jeremy. He claimed that while driving along Brockbridge Road near the suburban airport, he spotted what looked like a Bigfoot. Jeremy observed and photographed the creature for nearly 10 minutes. Interestingly, it was never seen walking on all fours, which struck him as unusual and made him believe he was witnessing a mythical beast. Let's take a closer look. The image itself, showing a figure in the woods near a stream, could easily be seen as evidence of Bigfoot's elusive nature. The figure's posture and location appearing to move stealthily through the underbrush, blending with the environment, align with the descriptions of Bigfoot's behavior. The combination of dense tree cover, the shadows cast by the forest, and the distance from the observer adds to the difficulty in capturing clear images or videos of the creature. A common argument among those who believe. Numerous sightings, from blurry photographs to grainy video footage like this one, have left many convinced that Bigfoot is real. These sightings are often accompanied by reports of strange sounds in the woods, grunts, howls, and other unsettling noises, further fueling the mystery surrounding this cryptid. Skeptics may dismiss these claims, but for believers, they are part of the broader, compelling narrative that Bigfoot remains hidden in plain sight. YouTuber Mosari and his friends, Chris and Angelo, set out on an overnight camping trip in a forest long rumored to be a Bigfoot hotspot. As darkness settled in, they wandered through the trees, at first hearing nothing more than the ordinary sounds of the wilderness, until something out of the ordinary broke the silence.
Come on, guys, I don't want to be stuck in this damn ditch.
What the fuck was that? I don't know. Is something just thrown? Holy fuck, that was big, whatever that was. That was fucking massive. What was that? I don't even know. Yo, you know what that felt like?
It felt like something just told us to get the hell out of here. Like something just kicked us on out of there. I thought it was on top of me, bro. I heard the loudest fucking noise in there.
Was something thrown or was it?
Yeah. Like something thrown, maybe like a tree fell over or something. Told you guys, that feeling we had that something was there, something was 100% there. And if it is a big, I'm not going to say it was Bigfoot, but if it was, yeah, walk fast. It's got our scent, that's for sure. What the fuck was that? That was like heavy.
Convinced now that something more than ordinary wildlife was hidden in the forest, they pressed on deeper into the woods. That's when they came face to face with something extraordinary.
A what?
It was like a mole.
A moan? No, we were inside talking. Right on the peninsula?
Little directly right there where I'm pointing.
Oh.
Something was standing there and then just kind of moved away.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, yo, I should use these binoculars.
Yeah.
All right, so you're saying you saw something somewhere down there?
Like,
I'm using an infrared camera right now. Infrared. Sorry, I don't know why I called it infrared. I meant infrared. Oh, dude, your flashlight is so bright. What the fuck is that? What is that? Oh! What is that? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! We actually just got that. What the fuck was that? What is that? I don't know. I saw something. I actually got it. Yeah. Is that? Wait, what is that? I heard a growl. I heard that too. What the fuck was that? Hold on, I'm switching to night vision. What the fuck was that? That was crazy. Dude, it wasn't where you were telling me it was. It was on the peninsula closest to us. Yeah, like right there. I know it's up there right now. Oh, I wish I had it in color mode. I had it in infrared. I thought I would like see its heat signature.
Through their night vision binoculars, they caught sight of a towering ape-like figure moving upright in the darkness, its presence underscored by a deep, resonant growl. Though their mission was to capture evidence of Bigfoot, the reality of the encounter sent shivers down their spines. Could this be yet another piece of proof pointing to Bigfoot's existence? The following trail cam footage is said to show a close-up and clear sighting of Bigfoot, and for many, it's some of the most convincing evidence to date. According to NVTV, the footage was captured near the CLTH River, which lies on the Oregon-California border. The camera was mounted on a tree branch about 10 feet off the ground. Take a look at this chilling footage.
Really down. I'm trying to shoot the magic for the beavers to the play. Well, through beavers, like a good, whatever expected, but I'm very on that. And if they come up, so the teeth to be for turgeons, so much of all this. And close to it, so but I saw that the hedge wasn't on enough for them, and you want to know where the little one would be outside. You did, I mean, the total was cleared. And this is pretty old was our called. And you call it him, really. But there is a quite of event on the thought. Trimmings just so the actual letters, the full on them, golden extra on this was the original name. So it's moved to still all till it's.
The camera, originally set up to monitor a feeder below, ends up capturing a massive creature. It's dark, completely covered in long, shaggy hair, and its face is terrifying. While its face resembles that of a monkey, it's clearly not any type of monkey. Since the camera was positioned 10 feet off the ground, experts estimate the creature's height to be around 8 feet, as its head is just a few feet below the camera. Take a look at the size of its limbs in this shot. Its arms and legs are so thick and defined that they couldn't possibly belong to someone in a costume. This incredibly lifelike footage hasn't been debunked yet, and is leaving even experts scratching their heads. So what do you think? Was it Bigfoot? It was a typical day for a family enjoying a relaxing afternoon by the riverbank just west of Calgary, Alberta. The sun bathed them in warmth as they took a break from their usual routine. But then, out of nowhere, one of the kids spotted something strange.
الفوات وش في منه بس من لا تسمع فلان. It's not a he. Niffy to fear universe, but no. That is not a human. Fear universe.
At first, it appeared to be a reddish-brown shape lying on the ground. But as it moved, rising to its feet, its broad back, muscular shoulders, and long, swinging arms created an eerie, unsettling presence. What was most disturbing, though, was how it stood and walked on two legs, something no four-legged animal the family had ever seen could do. Fear quickly set in, as this unexpected encounter shattered the calm of their outing. Within moments, the figure disappeared, leaving them shaken but unharmed. The footage that followed sparked mixed reactions. Some suggested it was just a moose or bear, though neither of those creatures walk upright in that manner. Others claimed it was a hoax, while many held on to the belief that it could be proof of Bigfoot. What do you think? One day, a seasoned hiker was out on a trail when he came across something that no one would ever expect to find. With years of wilderness experience, and having seen plenty of strange things, this discovery was unlike anything he'd encountered before. What he witnessed that day not only shocked him, but left a lasting impact. He managed to capture the unsettling scene on his phone.
Where was that? Jesus.
The scene is deeply unsettling, with what appears to be the carcass of a baby Sasquatch. The creature looks incredibly lifelike, and the hiker is convinced it's authentic. Its face seems to be in the early stages of decomposition, but we can still make out its features. The creature has a large, veiny stomach with less fur in that area, along with slender arms and legs. The level of detail is astonishing. If this is some sort of elaborate hoax, the craftsmanship would be so intricate it would be nearly impossible to replicate. It's unclear whether authorities were contacted to recover the body and conduct tests, but it's possible they chose to keep it under wraps. If more information comes to light, I'll be sure to keep you all up.